Okie dokie then. Let's take a look at all current production Voigtlander prime lenses for Nikon F-mount. Since we just got done reviewing the Voigtlander 58mm Noct f1.4, let's take a look at the two versions here. Both of these are the same optically. This is the slightly older version. Okay. Now this is a 7-element lens. It's incredibly heavy. Both of these are SL2s. The only difference between these two is that the slightly older one is still currently available new. Has a rubber ring on it, so if you go on eBay, if you find one with a rubber ring, it's like, well, what's the difference? They're both the same. The newer one, this is all metal here, and it resembles an older AIS. Now, the current Nikon 58mm Noct, which is not as good as this lens, by the way, now this is going to blow your undies, your panties right off of you, is $1,700. Okay, and it's a cheap plastic construction, G-series Nikkor. Okay, this thing is far, far superior. It's even more superior in its construction and rendition and color saturation to the old collector lens 58mm f1.4 Noct, which currently sells for typically $2,500 to $30,000. How much are these lenses? Why, new, they're $450. What? High quality lens like this, it is just supreme $10,000 Leica quality, is $450 new. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Typically you find them used for about $330, $350, $380, somewhere around there, depending on condition. Most of them come from Japan. Both these are identical. Obviously rubber is going to rot, so you have to consider that since it's just a rubber ring right here on the focusing ring. Okay, no big deal. Can be a deal to some people. I would pay $30 more for the all-metal one like this, but whichever one you can find a steal on, no big deal. 7 elements, just insanely heavy. It's just like focusing silk, okay? It is just finer than the wax crotch of a European supermodel. Not that I would have first-hand experience of that, right? Absolutely incredible. This lens is not a good lens. This is not a great lens. This lens is the tits. It's awesome, and that it's so insanely. I mean, this lens is priced not cheap. A lens this insanely high quality is just priced stupid. I mean, it's just it's unbelievable that a lens like this is priced that stupid cheap. I mean, it really, really frigging is. Okay. Next lens I've done a couple video reviews on. That is the Voigtlander 40mm Perfect Normal lens for use on DX and FX Nikons. It's perfect normal lens for DX, perfect normal lens for FX. Now this is it does come with a macro attachment. You can see on my silly little Flickr page where I upload boring pictures of test shots. You can actually see how close it focuses with the screw-in macro attachment, which I don't have here right now. It's in the other room. Supreme quality, just very, very tiny. I mean, you can see how tiny this lens is. I mean, it's just tiny. All of these lenses have contacts for communicating with all current Nikon DSLRs, so you can use them on a you don't have to worry about non-CPU metering. Use them on a current DX or FX 3000 or 5000 series Nikon, so they're perfect for that. I have no idea where the company is going to be in the next year. They just announced, and I just confirmed today, they're going to stop making Canon mounts. And who's to say, you know, I don't care that Nikon mounts sell a lot better than Canon mounts. Who's to say that these are not going to vanish in the next few months? I mean, they easily could. I mean, my prediction on that was 100% accurate. And, you know, that kind of shocked me when I found out about that. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? Because Canon's pancake lenses suck. They're crap. They suck. It's nobody knows about these lenses. I mean, if anybody held one of these in their hands and actually used it, I mean, you'd have, you know, you'd just wet yourself in joy. They're incredible. They're just incredible. I love pancake lenses. These are so much fun. This brings back, you know, say, well, it's a manual focus lens. You know, maybe you're nostalgic, you're just an old fart. But no, you really have so much fun with these lenses. I mean, one of these lenses on a Nikon DSLR is just pure silk, sex, and sugar. It's just a lot of fun. Next lens is a Voigtlander 28mm. As far as other 28mm, the sharpness, the color rendition, and The depth rendition on this lens are phenomenal. It blows the hell out of everything else. Now, does it blow the hell out of every other 28mm in color, corner to corner sharpness? No, it kind of comes pretty close. But as far as color saturation and depth rendition, this is the best 28mm I've ever shot, and that's no lie. And I'm not even a big fan of 28mm, the focal length, that is, not the lens. But I do greatly enjoy using this lens. Now, all of these are 52mm front filter attached, except for the Voigtlander 58mm, and its filter is 58 also. 58 is 50. 58 is 58mm. Easy to remember. This, it's very close to the 40. Not in focal length, but I mean, so far as its color rendition and its depth rendition, but the 28 stands out as absolutely balls out phenomenal. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of like comparing, 4 different Rolls Royces here. It's like, well, which one's better? It's like, I don't know. They're all really good. So that's the 28mm. The next is the 20. Now the rear element is obviously surprising. Everybody always sees that and go, oh my god, of course the rear element's aspherical. This lens is not cheap. It's $500 new. The 40mm is $440 new. I think it's like $450 new from CameraQuest.com on the Voigtlander 58mm, which is just stupid cheap. And on the 28mm, I think it's $479 new. The 20mm is the most expensive. It's 9 elements. It's harder to make. And it's got an aspherical element on the rear. This is an f3.5 20mm. A Pancake 20 with this silky smooth action. Now the 20mm f3.5 Nikkor is a rare bird. The f4 is even rarer. But none of them were ever made like this. So it's like, well, that lens is expensive. It's a $500 Pancake. Yeah, but you don't understand. This lens is like a $10,000 Leica lens, just as are the rest of them. So all of these are winners. This is the only lens that actually sits on the fence, because it does have a significant amount of distortion. I mean, not distortion, excuse me, vignetting at f3.5 and f5.6. But that doesn't even bother me. I mean, all 20mm are super wides, and they all have corner-to-corner issues. They all have vignetting issues, some more than others. But that doesn't bother me a bit. But I have to be objective and rate it right on the fence. Is definitely the cat's ass. I mean, pure awesome. But it does not rank with these other 3. But it comes very close. And for what it is an awesome lens. I have a couple of them, and a couple of these, 3 of those, and 3 of these. I'm worried about where the company is going to go. And like I said, they just stopped making Canon mount lenses. And I actually can't even see of the many years I've been using the Voigtlanders, and I recently just purchased duplicate copies of the 20mm and the 40. The 40 I got a third of. I don't know where the company's going to be, but I wouldn't be without them, and I absolutely love them. So anyway, that's to take a look at all current Voigtlander production lenses for Nikon F-mount 58mm, 40mm, 28mm, and 20mm. If you like this video and drop me a buck or two, go tell me jump off a cliff, whatever makes you the most happy. Partridge in a pear tree. Let me know what sort of videos you want to make, and I guess that's it. Time to go eat some pizza.